ever get that feeling you're seeing the same ad like everywhere, even for stuff you already bought?
Oh, yeah. Super annoying.
Well, turns out there's this huge hidden problem, ad fraud. We're talking maybe $100 billion just gone, wasted.
Staggering, really. A massive chunk of advertising budgets just vanishing into thin air because the views or clicks aren't legitimate.
So we dug into this project, Verasity. They're using blockchain tech to try and, well, tackle this head on.
Right. It's a really interesting angle on a persistent problem.
Our mission today, figure out why Veracity is getting attention and, whether it's something you should maybe look into further.
Let's do it. So that $100 billion figure,
Yeah.
it's not just abstract. It hits businesses hard. Time, money, effort, all spent reaching bots instead of actual customers.
Exactly. So Veracity's idea, use the blockchain to tell real views from fake ones. Without diving super deep into the tech weeds, how's that different from, current methods?
Well, the key is transparency and auditability. Current systems can be gamed, right? Bots get sophisticated. Veracity aims for this immutable ledger, a blockchain record, that basically proves viewership in a way that's much harder to fake.
Like a trust layer for ads.
Kinda, yeah. A more reliable way to account for who's actually watching.
And it seems they're building momentum. We saw notes about, 600,000 plus community members?
And over 350,000 users on their VRA wallet. That's significant engagement.
Plus, they've actually patented their tech. 6 patents, that's not nothing.
Definitely not. It points to, genuine innovation. They've clearly put serious thought and resources into developing a unique solution. Shows they have protectable IP.
Okay, let's talk about the token, VRA. Seems central to their whole system.
It really is. It's used for quite a few things. Paying for ad campaigns, for one.
Right, and staking too, which for anyone listening is kind of like earning interest by locking up your tokens to help secure the network.
Exactly. Plus, it's used for other payments and transaction fees within their platform, so it's got real utility baked in. We rated that an 8 out of 10.
Makes sense. And they're not standing still, right? The roadmap mentioned Vera player upgrades. What else?
Yeah, ambassador programs, exploring AI integrations, which is, very current, and adding more language support all suggest they're building out the ecosystem and the token's role within it. Roadmap score was high, a 9.
Good signs. What about the people behind it, the team?
Seems pretty experienced.
Yeah.
The CEO apparently has 20 years in corporate and commercial law.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, having that kind of legal and business background is definitely a plus, especially when you're trying to disrupt a multi-billion-dollar industry. Team score, 810.
And they're visible, too. Social media presence looks strong, over 384K on X.
And high engagement levels, too. That kind of community buzz and visibility really helps build trust and awareness. Solid 10-10 on social presence.
Let's circle back to the tokenomics for a sec. The VRA supply is fixed. 9.6 billion tokens total.
That's right. Fixed supply. Basic economics, right? If the platform takes off and demand for VRA increases for all those uses we mentioned,
then a limited supply could potentially drive up the value over time. Scarcity factor.
Exactly. It introduces that dynamic. Tokenomics got a 7-10 solid, but maybe not perfect.
And they're not just building in a vacuum. Partnerships looked interesting. Amazon ads, Bright Cove, those are big names.
Huge names. Yeah, those kinds of collaborations are major validation points. It shows that established players in the advertising and video space see potential in what Veracity is doing. That scored a 9-10.
Plus, it's listed on major exchanges, right? KuCoin, OKX, places like that.
Yeah, MEXC, Gate.io too. Accessibility is key for any token's adoption.
Okay, so let's touch on the potential upside. We saw some hypothetical scenarios tied to market cap growth, like a $36 million cap could mean a 2x return.
Right, based on the current price, roughly 0.00038 cents per token, if it hit that.
And $90 million could be 5x, around 0.0095.
And the 10x scenario was pegged to a $180 million market cap, putting the price near 0.01910.
Now, obviously, super important caveat. These are just potential scenarios, purely hypothetical.
Absolutely critical to remember. Depends on everything going right. Market conditions improving, Veracity executing flawlessly, adoption picking up.
Right.
It shows the potential high reward. We rated it 8.721, but the risks are definitely there too.
So boiling it down, Veracity's going after a massive real problem, ad fraud, with some interesting patented blockchain tech.
Yep. They built a community, got partnerships, experienced team, lots of positive signals.
Seems like they are genuinely addressing a pain point for advertisers.
For sure. The approach appears to be resonating, based on the metrics we saw.
So for you listening, this deep dive hopefully gives you a solid starting point. Verasity could be one to watch, maybe dig into a bit more yourself.
Do your own research, always.
Definitely. And here's something to chew on. If someone, maybe Verasity, maybe someone else, actually cracks this ad fraud problem in a big way, what does that really do to the internet? Could it fundamentally change how digital advertising works? Making it, I don't know, more honest, more efficient?
That's the big question, isn't it? The potential ripple effects are huge. Definitely food for thought.